Romans chapter 2, 25. For circumcision indeed is of value if you obey the law. But if you break the law, your circumcision becomes uncircumcision. All right, so Paul introduces circumcision into the conversation. Great. And circumcision matters a lot for the Jews because it's an external marker related to their relationship with God. It's a symbol of this covenant relationship with God. But since Abraham received circumcision, it had lost some of its meaning. So Paul is basically here saying, so what? Substitute circumcision with baptism, communion, catechism, confirmation, church membership, raising your hand at an altar call, some external action. These are all fine and good. And if that relationship exists between you and God, that heart change is real. These things are symbols of something deeper. But your actions are no different than inactions if the internal change hasn't taken place. The struggle that we sometimes face as believers, the reason we sometimes lean heavily into our actions and focusing on all the external things is because of a sense of shame, sense of guilt. The struggles we face as believers lead to guilt and shame and accusation. And shame and guilt sucks. It sucks for us the same way it sucked for Adam and Eve when their eyes were open to their shame. And the temptation for them was to cover the shame. And they ran to fig leaves to cover it up. The temptation for us is to cover our own shame and to use modern day fig leaves. And sometimes modern day fig leaves are religious activities. Yeah, that's right. Sometimes we turn to religious activities that are meant to be good or symbolize something, but we use them to cover the shame, to cover the guilt, to feel like we're okay. That's why religion appeals to so many people, because it provides what they think is a way out of the shame and a way out of the guilt. I did whatever, so I'm good to go. It was circumcision for the Jews, baptism, communion, church attendance, repeating a prayer, whatever, for us. Again, these things aren't bad. They're not meant to be bad. They're given to us from God. But when we put our hope in a future eternity on the fact that we either did something or said something or something happened to us when we were babies, it's a false hope. The external change and the actions and the behavior should be a response to, a fruit of, or evidence of some kind of internal change that took place. So if you have Christ, if you believe in God, if you trust in Christ, if you have His Spirit, you belong to God. You are good to go. We should do all the different things to reflect this change that has taken place in our hearts. But don't fall for the trap of thinking that Christianity is just another religion about what you do and what you don't do. It's about who you are and who you are in Christ. And everything that we do is a response.